What we've been doing in our Meditation 101, we were looking at the beginningless mind last Thursday. So we did do continuity of consciousness. There's Victor. I haven't seen you for ages. Nice to see you. Okay. We did do a continuity of consciousness meditation. So I think we will do that again. This is a slightly different version than the one we did before. So let's just settle into our meditation posture. Today is a very holy day in the Tibetan calendar anyway. Good morning, Anna. I haven't seen you for a while either. Nice to see you. It is the Lababducham, which is apparently the day the Buddha came down from the realm of the 33 back to earth after teaching his mother, amongst other people up there. Anyway, so here we are, and we've just done precepts with Venerable Rabina. So as much today as you can do that's virtuous, it's apparently a great thing to do. So wonderful to see you all here anyway. So let's just settle into our meditation posture and check your mind. We've already heard from Ute. I think that's how she's doing. So just see what's going on. Try and create, as Ute has done, some stillness around your day and your mind. Maybe your mind isn't feeling very still this morning, and that's okay as well. So check your sitting posture. Make sure you're nicely aligned and you're supported where you need to be supported so you can be comfortable for the next 30 minutes. And your shoulders are aligned with the hips. Ears aligned with the shoulders as much as you can. And imagine your spine is a string of pearls of light stretching from the base of the spine all the way up through the crown of the head. Imagine somebody's above you, very gently lengthening your spine. So you're just growing a little bit taller, some space there in between your vertebrae. Your head is very slightly tipped forward and the eyes are down, looking along the length of the nose. Tip of the tongue is on the roof of the mouth, and relax the jaw. Now bring your awareness to the crown of your head and relax the scalp and the forehead and the eyes, the cheeks, the mouth, and release any tension in the back of the head at the occipital bone, base of the skull, and then your ears and the inner ears and the temples, and the jaw, back of the tongue, and release any tension in the back of the neck. Just allow your shoulders to drop down, shoulder blades to drop down, release. Relax the throat and the chest and the belly and the limbs, hands, fingers, and feet and toes, and bring the mind very gently to the breath. And just notice the sensation, very subtle sensations as the air is moving in and out of the nostrils as you're inhaling and exhaling. And if there are any sounds in your environment, just allow those sounds to be there. Try not to go off and investigate with your mind. And very gently bringing the mind back to the breath. Notice what thoughts are arising. And just try to allow them, just observe them. Michael, if you could please mute everybody, that would be great. Thank you. So whatever it is arising, that's arising, try not to judge or have opinions. Or criticize yourself. Just to accept and take a step back and observe what it is that's arising, and observe it with curiosity, almost like a scientist. So whether the feelings are, if you're tired or busy or angry or happy, just notice. And also be aware, given that things are impermanent, that these emotions and feelings can change at any time. So let's bring to mind all the people of our life. So think about your loved ones, your besties, all these people that you have constructive relationships with. And then those people who you have a little bit more difficulty communicating with. Maybe there's some aggression. And then there's those strangers in your life, those people that we don't really even think about terribly much, nor do we care. But what's really interesting, due to our karma, due to impermanence, nothing stays the same for terribly long. And these relationships can alter. The person who you don't like or you have difficulty with could become your best friend. So they can change place at any time, these different groups of people. They're also equal in their wish to be happy and their wish to avoid suffering. And all of us have this capacity for this enlightened mind. This is really who we are deep down. So I think we'll do this meditation this morning on the continuity of consciousness, for the benefit of all these people in our life and by extension, all sentient beings. So again, look at your own state of mind right now, your present. Just what's going on for you now. Try not to make it any different. Just again, observe it with curiosity and watch the thoughts and sensations arise, flash on by. So try not to cling to anything that's arising or get engaged or involved. Just watch. Now start to travel backwards through time. So you can briefly skim over the conscious experiences you've had since waking up this morning. So for a couple of you, it's been a bit longer. So are these part of the same stream of consciousness as your present experiences? And before waking up, you were probably dreaming. Try to recall last night's dreams. And do they also belong to this same mind stream? And continue to trace your mental experiences to yesterday. Can you remember what you were thinking and how you were feeling? And maybe 2 days ago. What were you doing last week? How were you feeling? What were you thinking? Last month? Last year? Two years ago? Where were you? What were you thinking? Five years ago? 10 years ago? And keep checking if these experiences are from that same stream of consciousness. So if you can, try to avoid getting involved in any recollections. So the purpose of the meditation is to not to sort out our problems or kind of enjoy some nice memories, but we're trying to get a feeling of the mind's continuity. So if you find something in your memory that you would like to investigate further, you can just put it aside until later. Just tell yourself, make yourself a promise, I'll deal with that later. And keep going back as far as you can. And bring to mind experiences from your adolescence. From your childhood. And some people can even remember their infancy or even the time of birth. So just for a minute or two, just relax and open your mind to allow any such memories to arise. And if it's difficult to access memories from the early part of your life, so for some of us who are older, that might be the case. Don't worry. So just we're trying to get a sense that our present mind stream is the continuation of experiences that you can remember. And those experiences are in turn the continuation of the earlier ones that you can no longer remember. And now we get to our birth, the time you're in the womb, and the moment of your conception. If your mind is a stream of experiences, each one arising from the one before, then did it exist throughout these experiences? Or did it begin to exist at some point? Did your mind or your consciousness arise from your parents' minds? And if that's the case, then when and how? Or did it arise from just anywhere, from nowhere, without any causes and conditions, just appeared? Or did it arise from a mind stream that existed before you were conceived, maybe in another life? So see if you can open your mind to that possibility. Maybe you can get a glimpse of a memory from another life. So having reached back into your memory as far as you can, very gently bring your awareness into the present moment. And again, observe your thoughts and your feelings as they are arising. So again, just simply experience your stream of consciousness as it begins to flow. So feel the momentum, one thought or feeling leading to the next, which leads to the next, and the next, and so on. So we'll just meditate on this for a few minutes and try and get that sense of how one thought leads to the next. So let's try and now get some idea of where does your mind stream go from here. So contemplate your mind stream flowing on through the rest of today, and then tomorrow, the coming days, weeks, Thanksgiving, Christmas, next year, the year after that, up until the time of our passing. And what happens then? So consider the possibilities. Does the stream of consciousness just suddenly stop, cease to exist? Does it transform into something else? Or does it continue on encountering new experiences? So consider the possibilities using the reasons given earlier. and you might not come to any definite conclusion. But just look at it with an open mind. Okay, everybody, just relax and let's just dedicate any insights that we may have had to your eventual understanding of your own mind, for the sake of all sentient beings. Okay, thank you so much for hosting, Michael. Lots of love, everybody. So nice to see you all, and I'll see some of you tonight. Okay. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Okay, bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you,
Bye.
everyone. Have a good day.